And I'm a fan of the carnivore diet. I didn't start that way, but after talking with Dr. Sean Baker and seeing a lot of people with their anecdata, I'm like, well, this is pretty awesome. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. So you guys know I'm a fan of the carnivore diet. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's actually pretty good. And I've even said that before anyone goes on Ozempic, they should try the carnivore diet. I mean, it's an elimination diet. And let's be honest, you can't binge on potato chips when you can't eat potatoes. It takes away a lot of the opportunities to get fat, to eat too much food, and also you're removing 33% of your macronutrients that you can eat, which are carbohydrate. There are 3 macronutrients: protein, fat, carbs. You're eliminating that. Also, there's just, you get tired of eating, right? Like you get tired of eating food on the carnivore diet. I have tried the diet. I'm speaking from experience. I had to stop because I was losing too much weight. I couldn't eat enough food. I'm putting butter on everything. It was like, I'm done. I can't do this. I can't, because I have a really fast metabolism. But there are some people who think that the carnivore diet is unhealthy, but I belong because I'm fascinated in the carnivore diet for applications, right? Let's say diabetes, or let's say uncontrollable joint pain, or even, I'm not saying it cures it, but maybe with the research out of Florida from Dr. Dom, maybe it has implications in cancer. Prevention and treatment. I don't know. So I keep following these, and people are getting phenomenal results. People had trouble losing weight their whole lives. People had pain. People had nutrient deficiencies. It has had some people reverse hair loss. I've seen crazy anecdata on this stuff. This article out of Vice. Vice, by the way, they used to be amazing. They did this documentary on Liberia. Look it up. One of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen. But I wanted to pull up this article from Vice. And also I have the study pulled up as well. It was a case study. And what we'll learn about this is that people react differently to things, and all individuals are unique. And some diets or treatments or medications or supplements might react differently in certain individuals. So let's get into this data and let's read the article. All right, this is from Vice magazine. The carnivore diet made cholesterol ooze from this guy's hands. Look at those hands, bruh. Also, it looks like he skipped leg day, but we're not going to fault him for that. This is by Luis Prada, little heads up, who wrote this. Okay, a recent paleontological, I can't talk, discovery almost definitely proved that hypermasculine diet fads like the paleo diet are built on a foundation of BS. Our ancient ancestors ate a ton of vegetables and did not have diets made exclusively of meat. Another hypermasculine diet is the carnivore diet. Surprise, it also sucks unless you enjoy going to the hospital, cholesterol literally oozing from your hands. So while I did give the author a little bit of credit, I'm also going to say that this author right now, this is not journalism. This is a hit piece on a diet that has helped many, many, many folks. So author, like, dude, stop this stuff, right? I'm trying not to curse. All right, stop this stuff, dude. Like, this is not how you do journalism. Journalism is you read the facts and then you consult with experts. It's not you calling a diet that has helped many people cure ailments. I said cure ailments. I've seen it firsthand and change their lives. I have a guy, we coach his kid, and the results he's obtained from carnivore are astounding. So for much of the population, it's great. But to say outright that it sucks, like, who the hell are you? Who are you, Luis Prada, to say any diet sucks? I mean, post physique, okay? If you don't have pics of your physique, no, I'm just playing. But dude, shut up. Just shut the hell up. One Florida man, it's always a Florida man. Notice that? If some stuff goes crazy, right? If something's really weird, it's always a Florida man. Like, what the hell is wrong with Florida people? What's wrong with y'all? Just kidding. Who had been strictly adherent to the carnivore diet for close to a year, had cholesterol levels so astronomically high that actual cholesterol started seeping through his skin. Well, different people process cholesterol differently. There's a huge genetic component. I don't know the exact number, but something like 80% of your cholesterol number is genetically predetermined. And obviously, the other 20% is huge, right? But some people just have naturally high cholesterol. For that, doctors prescribe statins, and that's a whole nother video about my opinion of statins. If you like severe muscle soreness and pain, sure, but there are alternative treatments that I would rather explore, like nattokinase, things like that, citrus bergamot, things that are really good, natural, with no side effects that will do better for you, in my humble opinion. I am not a doctor. I am an idiot. Please consult with your doctor. Don't listen to me. And the CDC and WHO are always correct on everything they say. Just want to say that for my moderators there at YouTube. Love you, YouTube. This is about the point I should tell you that the story is disgusting. And if you're at all squeamish, it's probably best to find something else to read. After reading this article, I think I will have to find something else to read. This is a hit piece, dude. Like, I get it's one guy. It's one guy. Like, dude, I mean, one time, here's the thing. Remember Oil of Olay? It was a skincare brand, right? They're still out, I guess. I don't know. My family doesn't use it. But my mom has some Oil of Olay face cream, and it made her face just blow up. Now, I'm sure millions of people who sold at Rite Aid, dude, millions of people use Oil of Olay with no issue. But Oil of Olay, I think their tagline was Oil of Olay makes you lovelier too. And my brother was like, Oil of Olay makes you uglier too, which is just a little anecdote to show you that different people react differently to different applications. So here's an article about a scientific study. No, it was a case study. This wasn't a double placebo-controlled, friggin' randomized study. It wasn't a meta-analysis. It is a story about one dude from Florida. Okay, not only is it one dude, but he's from Florida. Okay, here. All right, so Florida man hospitalized after trying to be a carnivore. Anyway, according to a medical case study published this week, an unnamed Florida man, hey guys, Google Florida man. It is fantastic. In his 40s, was admitted to Tampa General Hospital after he had spent 3 weeks with these gross yellowish nodules on his palms, the soles of his feet, and his elbows. He said they weren't painful, but they sure were disgusting. Dude, he has literally internal lube coming out. This is a lonely single man's dream. The man told doctors that for the past 8 months, he had been on the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet and the paleo diet mentioned above are similar, but has one key difference. On the carnivore diet, you're not allowed to eat carbs at all. Actually, it's very different. The diets are very, very different. Yeah, you're not allowed to eat carbs, but you're not allowed to eat anything. Carnivore is all animal-based, whereas, paleo diet, you're allowed to eat potatoes, and basically you're cutting out processed foods. Paleo diet is historically incorrect because, different regions and stuff. But I have nothing wrong with the paleo diet. Here's a diet that is prioritizing whole foods and no ultra-processed garbage. And I think the paleo diet and carnivore diet are way better than the standard American diet. So the man told doctors that for the past 8 months, he had been on the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet and paleo diet, I already read that. That's my bad. The carnivore diet is also a lot like the keto diet, except that what else is it like? Is it also like the vegan diet, except you can't eat meat on the vegan diet? Like, really? Except that the carnivore diet allows only to eat animal products. He's right about that. Whereas keto allows you to eat vegetables as long as they're low carb. Carnivore diet demands that people eat like they want to die very soon. It's meat and cheese and butter, pure fatty decadence. The man told doctors he had lost a ton of weight and had more energy than ever. So let's look at lifestyle. Is it really unhealthy if he's losing weight, because obesity is the #1 comorbidity, and he feels better than ever? Yes, sounds like he's trying to die. No, his body just has trouble processing the cholesterol for whatever genetic reason that is. Okay, no, you don't want to die. Meat and cheese are fine. You want to know it's weird? Do you guys remember when the government tried to kill us all with the food pyramid? The food pyramid is eating like you want to die, with literally high, ultra-processed, highly palatable foods as the base of the freaking pyramid. when the base of the pyramid should be meat. It should be meat. He achieved this by eating 6 to 9 pounds of cheese every day. Wow. Bro, if I ate 6 to 9 pounds of cheese a day, my wife would be cleaning my underpants with them skid marks multiple times a day. He would constantly eat hamburgers throughout the day. That's pretty much my life. I'm a hamburger fanatic. Just to give you perspective, we just got a half cow, right? And we have this deep freezer full of meat. We got ribeyes in the fridge thawing out right now. We got ground beef, like full. And my wife, she does a lot of things right. But her burgers, I grill it. I'm the Traeger master, but there's nothing much to it. You put a thermometer in it, and you cook it to perfection. Whatever she puts in that meat, but I don't think it's about putting that in that meat. Have you ever had locally raised, grass-fed, grass-finished beef with happy cows? I learned from a farmer a while ago that if your cows are angry, they won't taste as well. That's why you gotta date or marry nice women, because they taste better. Same thing. Cows, women, same thing. Same thing. You milk them both. They both produce milk. Don't give me that look. Katie's looking at me here. So I have my studio, my desk, and I have a setup where I have the podcast stuff and I can convert it when I'm ready to go. She's like looking at me. Her office looks into mine. She's giving me that side eye. Side eye. Woman gives you a side eye, you better just get out. He washed that all down with several sticks of butter. What's fascinating, this guy is eating 6 to 9 pounds of cheese a day. And he was still losing weight and had a ton of energy. I mean, this is pretty much an advertisement for the carnivore diet and self-lubing hands. The nodules were a condition called xanthelasma, a rare ailment wherein a person's cholesterol is so absurdly high that it starts seeping out through their skin in the form of these little yellow bumps filled with fats trying to escape their body, violently so if necessary. That is pretty disgusting. A normal person's cholesterol should be in the range of 200 milligrams per deciliter. This guy's was over 1,000 milligrams per deciliter. His blood was all burgers. Your pre-workout is not doing its job. Let me explain. Most pre-workouts just have one form of caffeine, which spikes you and drops you. What you want is 2 forms of caffeine, one to get you up and one to keep you up. And that's what we do with MTS Nutrition Ruckus. We have VitaSure and caffeine anhydrous, which makes sure that you get that immediate burst of energy that carries you throughout your workout. Also, the pump ingredients are just trash. What we use is something called NO3T betaine nitrate. Betaine is known for strength and power, and it goes and it combines with that nitrate to provide the pump you've been wanting. MTS Nutrition Ruckus is available now at tigerfitness.com. That is some high-ass cholesterol, though, not gonna lie. Again, there's something that his body is just not processing correctly. One of the more unusual aspects of a story that's unusual from the beginning to end is that xanthelasma usually presents itself around the eyes, which I encourage you not to Google. I'm not Googling it. I'm not pulling it up. It's probably nasty. They can form elsewhere around the body, but the eyes are usually where they show up. This medical marvel of a man didn't have any around his eyes and exclusively had them on various other parts of his body, as mentioned earlier. Xanthelasma can be removed through simple cosmetic procedures, but they do indicate an underlying cholesterol problem, which can lead to cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, and strokes. There's a book called The Cholesterol Myth that I highly recommend everybody read. The man in his 40s at the center of the story claims the diet helped him shed pounds and made him more energetic. Now let's see if a diet allows him to live to be a man in his 50s. So I'm going to argue that I'd rather have fat seep. It's probably safer to have fat seeping through your hands than to be morbidly obese, right? Like, I don't think either scenario is positive, but I think that if I'm choosing one, I'm going to go with that because I want to see his other measurements, right? Like, I want to see his other, like, health parameters. I'd love to see that. So let's share the actual case study. This from the Journal of American Association Cardiology. JAMA, cardiology. Yellowish nodules on a man consuming a carnivore diet. And this came out on January 22nd, 2025. A man in his 40s presented with a 3-week history of asymptomatic yellowish nodules on his palms, soles, and elbows. So it was more on his hands. It was on his elbows too. The patient adopted a carnivore diet approximately 8 months before presentation. So at 8 months, his dietary habits included a high intake of fats, consisting of 6 to 9 pounds of cheese, sticks of butter, and additional fat incorporated into his daily hamburgers. He reported weight loss, increased energy, and improved mental clarity. Physical examination revealed multiple painless yellowish nodules on his palms and elbows. The patient's cholesterol level exceeded 1,000 milligrams per deciliter, significantly higher than the baseline level of 210 to 300 milligrams per deciliter. It is, but it's not. I mean, I guess it could be higher. A diagnosis of xanthoasma was made. The case highlights the impact of dietary patterns on lipid levels and the importance of managing hypercholesterolemia to prevent complications. So let's just go over this real quick. So again, I'm a fan of the carnivore diet. I didn't start that way, but after talking with Dr. Sean Baker and seeing a lot of people with their anecdata, I'm like, well, this is pretty awesome. My thing is, you got to find what works for you. We all have different chemistry in our bodies. Our shit works differently. There's, for example, if you look at lactose intolerance, look at the populations it affects most: Blacks, Asians, and Ashkenazi Jews. So if you're of that genetic makeup, you're more likely to have issues with milk and dairy products. That doesn't mean that they're weird. That just means that their genetic evolution provided for that. That means that their genetics don't have the enzyme output necessary to handle the lactose and the dairy. But other populations, they're good. They can drink all the milk they want. So it comes down to your personal chemistry. It comes down to how your body processes things. So my summation from this is that shit happens, right? Some people react differently to different things. That doesn't make anything bad just because one person, or even think about it, how many millions of people are doing carnivore now? Go follow Dr. Sean Baker, millions of people. Go in these subgroups. I'm in one on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. Go in one there. They're fascinating. Follow it. Get to learn about it. Open your mind. I opened my mind. At first, I'm like, carnivore is retarded. Don't do carnivore. And then I'm like, following this, I'm like, there are applications to it. And then I spent hours talking to Dr. Sean Baker, and I'm like, there are applications. So with that being said, take care of yourself, learn all you can. And to do that, you subscribe to this channel. Okay, subscribe. And then make sure you watch videos occasionally so it shows in your feed. So you might have to search me out. Just type in Tiger Fitness and search me out and watch a video if you missed a couple. Like this video, comment down below. And I want you also to go to tigerfitness.com, support this channel, support me. Coupon code is MAHA, M-A-H-A, MAHA. Make America Healthy Again. Gets you 10% off the entire site, including health supplements that might help with those issues, like Ambrosia Nectar and MTS Nutrition Immortal. Anyway, guys, God bless. Please go support us at Tiger Fitness. Subscribe to this channel, because leaking fat from your palms, that's not a game. Let's talk about pre-workouts. See, a lot of them just get you spiked and then you crash. The crash is crazy. When I take a pre-workout, I don't want my heart beating out of my chest. I can't do a set to failure with that. No, I want something that gets me focused. I want my mind to just go, I'm gonna get all the weight. I want my body to feel like I can go crush it, make the gains of my life. That's why the pre-workout I use is Ambrosia Kinetic. Ambrosia Kinetic is the greatest mushroom-enhanced mind and body performance booster pre-workout ever created. Go to tigerfitness.com now. That's tigerfitness.com. Coupon code MAHA, M-A-H-A, MAHA. M-A-H-A, Make America Healthy Again. And you get 10% off, not just Kinetic, but the entire site. Go to tigerfitness.com now, save and make the gains you've been wanting.